What if I told you that June 2025 isn't just another month on the calendar, but the opening of a cosmic gateway, a portal pulsing with the energy of wealth and abundance? A portal activated by spiritually charged numbers, deeply rooted in ancient Buddhist teachings and guided by the disciplined force of Saturn. Sounds unbelievable? Stay with me. These sacred numbers aren't just digits. When you align them with your intentions and your inner energy, they become catalysts, dissolving financial blocks and unlocking paths to prosperity you never imagined possible. But let me be honest, this message isn't meant for everyone. It's for those of you who feel it, that quiet whisper inside, that intuitive nudge that you're ready. Ready not just to wish, but to watch, to pay attention, to act with courage and clarity, especially during the first 2 weeks of June. A rare window of alignment that astrologers and even the legendary seer Nostradamus spoke of as holding incredible potential. This isn't just spiritual talk. It's a powerful meeting point of ancient wisdom, divine timing, and universal energy. And it's knocking. Right. Now, in this video, I'm revealing 6 sacred numbers, each infused with high vibrational energy and spiritual precision. Numbers that could become the key to a new chapter of financial transformation in your life. And here's the best part. At the end, I'll reveal one bonus number, an energy amplifier, designed to spark a wave of abundance, joy, and possibility throughout every area of your life. So don't scroll away. If you're here, it's not a coincidence. This message may be exactly what your soul has been waiting for. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Buddhism Trail, and drop a comment with this powerful affirmation. I am aligned with universal abundance and ready to receive in June. Let's step into this energy together mindfully, powerfully, and without hesitation. Let's begin with a number that doesn't just whisper opportunity, it calls you to rise. Master number 22. As June 2025 unfolds, the universe isn't asking you to sit quietly and wait for magic. It's urging you to build, to act, to create. Because 22 isn't about daydreams or wishes. It's the sacred architect of transformation. It shows up like a divine blueprint, laid at your feet, asking one powerful question. Are you ready to build the life you've been imagining? This number holds the energy of grounded vision, where dreams leap out of your imagination and begin to take shape in the real world. It's the number of builders, the ones who lay silent foundations for legacies that last generations. In Buddhist wisdom, knowledge without action is incomplete. Enlightenment isn't about floating above life, it's about engaging with it fully, mindfully. That's the gift of it. It merges spiritual insight with real-world movement, not just meditating on abundance, but taking steps toward it, clear, steady, and intentional. And the timing? Perfect. The last days of May and the opening days of June carry a wave of karmic acceleration. Planetary alignments, especially under the steady eye of Saturn, the ruler of 22, signal a moment where your actions carry long-term weight. This isn't chaos, it's structure. Saturn rewards patience, clarity, and the will to build something that matters, even if it takes time. So, if you've been caught in planning mode, visualizing, journaling, dreaming, consider this your cosmic green light. Whether you're launching a business, rebuilding a relationship, reshaping your finances, or recommitting to your path, 22 is your energetic architect. It's standing in front of you, asking, what legacy are you finally ready to create? And hear this clearly. 22 isn't a lucky charm. It's not a shortcut. It's a commitment, an investment into a future that reflects who you truly are. It asks for mindfulness, consistency, and courage. But if you're willing to meet it halfway with soul and focus, it will carry you towards something richer than wealth, fulfillment. So ask yourself right now, what am I ready to build that truly matters? Not next month, not someday, but right now, with clarity, with courage, with care. Because Master number 22 isn't here just to inspire you, it's here to equip you, to hand you the tools, to remind you your future isn't handed to you, it's built. Now let's shift our energy and attention to a number that doesn't just ground you, it roots you deep in strength. The powerful vibration of number 18. This isn't just a number, it's a coded message whispering through your challenges, hidden inside every delay and detour. If life lately has felt like a maze of closed doors, if every attempt to move forward feels like something pulls you back, then 18 has entered your life with purpose. This is the number of quiet resilience, the kind that doesn't shout, doesn't seek praise. It endures. It breathes through the pressure. It stands up again and again, even when no one sees the effort. This is the number of the soul that refuses to quit, because deep down, it knows. Every not yet is shaping something sacred. 18 isn't about fast wins. It's about long journeys. It's for the ones who keep choosing to rise when progress is invisible. The ones who trust the process, even when the reward feels distant. And here's where it gets even deeper. Neurologically, 1 plus 4 plus 8 equals 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. Wait, there seems to be a typo here. You likely meant 1 plus 8 equals 9. Number 9, the number of completions, spiritual evolution, and inner mastery. Number 9 belongs to the old souls, those who have traveled through lifetimes of lessons and are now standing at the edge of deep understanding. So when 18 shows up, it's not just telling you to be strong, it's reminding you you're becoming wise, you're being prepared. Now let's talk timing. As we step into the spiritual tide of June, the energy doesn't slow, it sharpens. And 18 doesn't appear as a prize. It appears as your quiet companion, a sacred reminder that whispers, keep going. Because now is the point when most people give up. But if you don't, if you stay the course, you become the breakthrough. In astrology, 18 resonates with the moon, the mysterious guide of our emotions, intuition, and hidden truths. Think of the moon. It never forces. It pulls. It influences. It transforms you in silence. So if May felt heavy, uncertain like a test, it wasn't punishment. It was preparation. That tension you've been feeling, it's shaping you into something more powerful than you realize. In sacred traditions, 18 is seen as a spiritual bridge connecting the material world with the unseen. It reminds us that true wealth isn't only in what you hold, but in what you've faced, the truths you've uncovered, the strength you found in your quiet moments. So how do you work with this energy? Start by treating June, especially June 2nd, not as just another date, but as a turning point. Let 18 guide your next move. Whether you're facing money blocks, chasing a dream that feels just out of reach, or simply trying to stay grounded amidst chaos, move forward with intention. Choose persistence. Trust timing. Because with 18 lighting your path, you are not falling behind. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. And if this number speaks to you, if it stirs something in your spirit, support this sacred message by tapping Super Thanks. Even the smallest act of giving creates an energetic ripple that opens space for receiving more. Right now, something subtle but undeniable is shifting. This moment isn't about chasing, it's about noticing. As we move closer to June 2025, the universe begins to quiet down. It no longer shouts, it whispers. And in that sacred stillness, we step into the mysterious, magnetic energy of number 11. This number doesn't just catch your attention, it calls to your soul. Have you ever turned your head for no reason, paused in silence, and just knew something without proof, without explanation? That's not coincidence. That's intuition. And number 11 is its amplifier. 11 wakes you up. It pulls you out of autopilot and into awakened consciousness. Where most people see random chance, 11 reveals synchronicity. Where others see the ordinary, it points to the magic hiding in plain sight. In Buddhist wisdom, awareness is the first step toward enlightenment, and 11 lives, that truth. It's like a sacred bell echoing softly in your mind, inviting you to listen closer, to trust deeper. As we approach the threshold of June, the energy of 11 intensifies. The veil between the physical and the spiritual grows thin. You might begin to notice signs in dreams, feel sudden emotional clarity, or experience déjà vu that shakes your soul. That's not your imagination, that's 11 moving through your life. In numerology, 11 is known as the spiritual messenger. It doesn't demand your attention, but if you give it, you're rewarded with guidance beyond words. It sharpens your inner compass. It helps you sense truth not through logic, but through resonance. This number is also aligned with Uranus, the planet of sudden insight and spiritual breakthrough. That means 11 carries the energy of revelation, the kind that clicks in your heart before your mind can explain it. As we enter the first 2 weeks of June, this energy will peak. You might feel your surroundings becoming more vivid, your thoughts clearer, your gut instincts sharper than ever. This isn't fantasy, it's alignment. It's the universe syncing up with your awareness. So if you've been feeling stuck or confused, now is the time to ask, what has my intuition been whispering to me all along? Because 11 doesn't push it, invites. It doesn't force the answer, it opens the door. And if you've been seeing 11 on clocks, receipts, in dreams, or even just feeling drawn to it, it's not random, it's a sacred reminder. A new truth is trying to reveal itself to you. So, in the month of June, breathe, slow down, treat your intuition like scripture. Let number 11 be your gateway not to wishful thinking, but to awakened seeing. And if this message speaks to your spirit, comment below. Yes, I'm ready for abundance in June. I trust the signs. Let that small moment of awareness send a ripple through the universe, because sometimes the most powerful transformations begin with simply listening. Now imagine this. You're standing at a crossroads. One path feels familiar, safe, predictable, routine. The other, uncertain, yes, but pulsing with possibility, growth, power, and prosperity. That second path is where number 27 reveals itself not just as a number, but as a spiritual signal, a guidepost pointing toward your next great breakthrough. As we enter the energetic flow of June 2025, we're not just flipping a calendar page. We're stepping into a rare window, a moment when cosmic currents align perfectly with the transformative frequency of 27. This isn't about luck. It's not about superstition. It's about recognizing the hidden language of the universe, moments, signs, and energetic nudges that say, now is your time to evolve. Think of 27 as the spiritual compass of the resilient. It calls to those who've weathered storms, who carry unseen burdens, and still feel something greater pulling them forward. 27 honors the sacred tension between action and reflection, between the world you build and the soul you cultivate. In Buddhist wisdom, this balance is everything. Success without mindfulness crumbles. Spirituality without action drifts away. But 27 is the middle path, the unshakable bridge between the material and the spiritual. It invites you to move forward, but with clarity, with humility, with full self-awareness. Why is this number burning brighter now in June 2025? Because a karmic shift is taking place in the cosmos. The stern gaze of Saturn, planet of discipline, lessons, and destiny, is amplifying the energy of 27 like a massive spiritual speaker. This isn't just opportunity knocking, this is accountability arriving. The seeds you've planted, your choices, your intentions, your energy are occurring. It's karma echoing through time. Throughout history, seers like Nostradamus spoke of certain numbers marking great turning points, times when we stop running from ourselves and face our truth. Not as punishment, but as a sacred rebirth, to finally own our path, to evolve from within. And Baba Vanga, the revered blind mystic, echoed this same prophecy. For her, 27 was a sign of karmic reckoning or reward, a signal that we're being asked to confront old patterns, unresolved cycles, and decisions long avoided. But not in fear, in power. Because this moment, this number, asks one thing. Are you ready to stop hiding from your potential? Are you ready to step forward not just in action, but in truth? 27 is here. It's waiting not to judge you, but to awaken you. Step away from the noise, from the old habits that drain you, from the toxic loops that keep you small. Number 27 is calling you not just to break free, but to rise up, to awaken to a version of yourself that is clear, grounded, and powerful, a self that leads with purpose, not fear. So ask yourself truthfully, what patterns are you ready to release? What fears are you ready to lay down? Because 27 doesn't just call you toward wealth, it calls you toward wholeness. A life that feels aligned, peaceful, liberated. And here's the most profound truth. Transformation doesn't always roar. Sometimes it arrives in stillness through quiet determination, built in daily moments of courage, intention, and trust. 27 doesn't shout, it whispers, and only those ready to truly listen can hear it. So as you step into the first days of June, don't just rush forward, feel. Let this number guide your thoughts, shape your decisions, anchor your mindset. Because when your inner strength merges with divine timing, what once felt impossible suddenly feels inevitable. This is more than a message. It's an invitation to claim your breakthrough, not someday, now. Stay with me, because this next number can elevate everything we explored so far, and it may be the exact energetic key you've been waiting for on your path to abundance. Let's pause for a moment and connect with a number that doesn't just live in mathematics. It lives in movement, in emotion, in the raw, electric spirit of being human. Number 3, at first glance, may seem simple, but within its soft curves lies a current vibrant, alive with creativity, joy, and soul-deep expression. It's a force waiting to awaken within you. Think back. When was the last time you felt truly alive, not just breathing, but expressing, laughing without filtering the sound, telling a story with your hands, dancing wildly, getting swept away in an idea that made your eyes light up? That was 3 not just showing up, but singing through you. This number appears when you're no longer performing for the world. You're just being free, open, unapologetically you. 3 isn't passive. It's a cosmic invitation, a nudge to drop the emotional armor we wear like heavy coats and let our real selves breathe again. We live in a world that constantly nudges us to shrink, to fit neatly into roles. But 3, it doesn't shrink, it expands. It says, speak, create, move differently, think boldly, live colorfully. And beneath that radiant energy lies a deeper truth, one rooted in Buddhist teachings in the Noble Eightfold Path. There's a sacred concept. right speech, and right action. Not just avoiding harm, but living in truth, letting your inner world align with your outer expression. That's what 3 inspires: spiritual authenticity. When your words, your energy, and your intentions move as one, you become magnetic. You stop chasing clarity and abundance. You attract them. Now, let's take this even further. In numerology and planetary alignment, 3 is guided by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, wisdom, and wealth. And Jupiter? It doesn't whisper, it urges, it pushes you to go beyond the limits you've placed on your voice, your gifts, your dreams. So, what happens when you combine the expressive spirit of 3 with Jupiter's drive to grow? You create an energy so dynamic, it can shift everything: your finances, your relationships, even how you see yourself. So pause and ask yourself honestly, what truth have I been too afraid to say out loud? What talent have I tucked away beneath self-doubt? What dream have I delayed, waiting for a perfect moment? Here's the secret. This is the perfect moment, not because it's perfect, but because it's real, right now. Write the story. Sing the song in your room like the universe is your only audience. Post that idea online, even if it's not polished. Start that podcast, launch that business, create that blog, not when you're ready, but because 3 isn't waiting for perfection. It's calling you to begin. And June 2025. It's bursting with this creative fire, especially in the first 2 weeks. The energy is ripe for expression, confidence, and forward momentum. And remember, across Buddhist and ancient traditions, 3 has always been sacred, a number of wholeness. Not the kind that comes from having it all together, but the kind that comes from showing up fully, even when it's messy. Especially when it's messy. Your journey is just beginning, and in just a moment, I'll reveal a number unlike the rest, one that carries a rare frequency, not just of financial luck, but of spiritual breakthrough and aligned abundance. If this number speaks to your soul, honor it. Support this message, this movement, this moment, whether through a small act of generosity with a super thanks, or by sharing your truth in the comments below. Because in Buddhism, even a single act of giving initiates a powerful cycle of receiving. And right now, something extraordinary is awakening, not loud or obvious, but subtle and deeply powerful. Can you feel it? That quiet pull beneath the surface, the sense that something unseen is shifting, inviting you to pause, to reflect, to prepare. That's not your imagination, that's the universe whispering through the silence. Realign right now. As we stand on the edge of June 2025, a unique energetic current is rising, and at the heart of it is a sacred bonus number. But don't just see 44, feel it. This isn't just a number, it's a cosmic compass, a master key for healing, rebuilding, and awakening. Known as the master healer in numerology, 44 doesn't suggest strength, it embodies it. It carries the energy of resilience and spiritual endurance. The number 4, symbolizing balance, foundation, and protection, appears twice. Its power isn't just doubled, it's anchored. This creates a vibration that is both grounding and transformational, a force long honored by mystics, visionaries, and seers. Even Nostradamus believed 44 surfaced during pivotal moments in human history, moments like this one. He associated 44 with divine protection, sacred turning points, and awakening truth. And Baba Vanga, the revered mystic, saw it as a signal from higher realms, a message to remain grounded in faith, even while walking through the fog of uncertainty. And that brings us to right now. This moment you're in isn't ordinary. These final days of May, they're not just an ending. They're a door, a threshold into a new chapter. One where you're being called to rebuild what was broken, Release what no longer serves, and step forward with strength, clarity, and purpose. So, how do you work with this energy? You start small. Take a sacred moment at the beginning or end of your day. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize the number 44 glowing gently before you, steady, grounded, unwavering. Let it remind you that healing isn't weakness, it's power. That rebuilding isn't starting over, it's stepping into alignment. And that transformation doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. If this message resonates, let your presence be felt. Comment below, I'm grounded, I'm ready, and I welcome the healing energy of 44. Because sometimes a new life doesn't begin with noise, it begins with one quiet, conscious step. Let 44 remind you of what's already within you and a universal support system that's quietly guiding your every step. This isn't about luck, this is about alignment. When your personal energy rises to match the vibration of the cosmos, especially during powerful transitions like this, life begins to move differently, more clearly, more purposefully. Trust that 44 is not just a symbol, it's a signal, a protector that shows up when the path ahead feels heavy or unclear. If you feel the quiet pull of 44 in your heart, don't ignore it. Let it anchor you. Let it inspire you to create, to heal, to push forward with grace, even when everything around you feels uncertain. Because this number holds the dual power of new beginnings and completion, the perfect companion for anyone standing on the edge of transformation. And if you're ready to claim this energy, to step boldly into June with intention and power, drop a comment below. I attract wealth, success, and abundance through divine energy. This simple act sets your intention in motion. It tells the universe, I'm here, I'm aware, I'm ready. And if this message moved something in you, if it resonated in your soul, support this space by liking the video, subscribing to Buddhism Trail, and sharing this vibration with someone who needs it. Because remember this, your journey is unfolding exactly as it's meant to, even when it's uncertain, even when you can't yet see what's ahead. Trust it, stay grounded, and move forward not with fear, but with purpose. God bless you.